Students, good evening. How are you? Reading notes. Good. Online students, am I audible to you people? Right. Let's move to the further. So let us move to the further now. So last session, we almost completed the unique and also started the introduction to statistics. Come in. Introduction to statistics we started. So why do you use statistics? For analyzing the given data. For analyzing the given data. So I said some different type of examples. Understand? So in your area, Elon Musk is living, his annual salary, your annual salary, take an average, and if you start a car showroom, Elon Musk only will buy the car, and a normal person cannot buy the car what he preferred, right? So nobody will go for what? Establishing the car showroom of the taste of average salary of all the people, correct? So that type of things to analyze it. In machine learning models, you are going to get certain type of algorithms. So average, median, mode, and then standard deviation and variance. We are going to use those calculations as a part of our class. So how many statistical functions I said yesterday? Come on, number one, start. So I'm writing first statistical operations. Statistical operations are used for to analyze the given data. Very important. So here statistical operations. Statistical operations on ND array. ND array. So how many things I said? So number one I said number one numpy dot what a max simple and numpy dot what a min. Next is what numpy dot numpy dot hmm, mean of. Next is fourth one is numpy dot hmm, median of. Okay, next fifth one is numpy dot variance of. So sixth one is numpy dot STD of standard deviation of. So people will ask you what is the variance, what is the standard deviation. Compulsory questions these are all called. And if you take any student who completed BTech or completed MSc Mathematics, MSc Statistics, if you take it, any students MSc Statistics here? MSc Statistics? Because these days, all of them are BTech only. Everybody is BTech only. So, okay. So go to the place, standard deviation, variance, one by one I will explain. So shall we go to it? What is the use of statistical operations? To analyze the given data. To analyze the given data. I said come in. So to analyze the given data. So to analyze the given data, we go for what? Statistical operations. So what are the different type of analysis operations we are going to do? I'm going to show you one by one carefully. Try to follow. And here axis concept will be coming, students. Axis concept is going to come. What is an axis available here? 0 and 1. So here earlier 0 says what? Come on. 1 says what? So this is reverse here. Here reverse. 1 says what? Before throwing the ball, you are going out. Earlier 0 says what? 1 says here reverse today. 0 says 1 says that's all. You don't get confused. You make me to feel tension for it. Okay. 0 says what here? 1. Okay. Now I'll go for what? A max, A min. I'm going to give you A max and A min will give you max and min value of what? Given samples. A max and A min of what? Given samples. In a classroom, there are 800 students are there. 800 students heights, I will take it. 800 students heights, I will take it. I want to find the tallest person. Tallest person. What you will find? A max. I want to find the shortest person. A min. Is it not called analyzing the given data? Yes. So that is simply called what? In our Python level called what? Max as well as what? Min. I used to tell our own code how to find the max and min also. How to find the our own code for finding max and min also. That max another format is A max. That A min format is what? A min. We are applying on NDRA object. So let us go to the finally one more is called what? Mean. Mean. What is the mean? There are 800 students are available. Different type of heights are there. Average height I want to take it. What is the average height of the person? So I will go for what? Mean. Mean I will calculate. Understand? Next is called what? Median I want to take it. Median. As I said you just now. Elon Musk salary, annual salary, our salary will be taken. Average if you take and if you start the showroom will be under loss. So I should not go for what? Mean over there. I have to go for what? Median. So large samples I will take it. Keep them in the sorted order. Keep them in the sorted order. That sorted order samples I will study. But the number of samples are what? Odd. And a center element is going to be called as median. So that I can start what? That range of car selling showroom I can start. Are you following me? Next. So when you go to the colleges, they used to keep average salary of our college placements, they will say. Average salary of our students they placed, they will say. By seeing average salary, if you go for it, something problem is there. One student got 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs. One student got 30 lakhs. But then average salary, it will be little different or not. So that is average salary will be showing high. If you take a median salary, that will be a correct answer. Are you following? So median will give you something like this. Suppose you want to establish a state capital. State capital you want to establish. State capital means center of the place or not. So there are different cities are available. Center of the place depends on the circumstances and all. That is recommended, right or not? Recommended. So there are geographical levels if you take it. Not numerical values you take it. Any kind of things, median will be calculated based on even samples, based on odd samples. I'm going to explain you. And variance and standard deviation also. Separately I will explain. Separate examples I will go for one by one. Shall I start now? So first two things, speak out first of all. A max and A min will give you what? Largest and smallest. Largest and of what? 1D. 1D plus 2D. In 2D also I want to find out what? Row level max, column level max. Row level max, column level max. Rows are indicated what here? Columns 0. A max with 0, A max with 1 I want to find. Similarly, A min with 0, A min with what? 1 I want to. Same mean also, median also. I want to find almost all with what? Access concept also I'm going to explain. So let us go for online students. I hope you got the importance of these things. I'll move to that. So go to the Jupyter notebook, launch the Jupyter notebook. We are going to discuss that. So one by one, we'll enter into that. So here new. So I'm going to take up. So Numpy. Here I'm going to take it Numpy. Statistical operations. Statistical operations. Statistical operations. So here, go to this place. Here I'm going to write it. There I'm going to write it. Import Numpy. Now I'm as what? NP. So there I'm going to write it. Take an ND array. NP dot array of Take some elements, students. 10 comma, some 25 comma, some 20 comma, something like 17 comma, some 0 comma, something like 18 comma, some value called 12, and some value called -5, and 67, some 23. This is my given data. Okay. There I'm going to take it given ND array object. Given ND array object. That is called what? 1D. 1D. Print of A. So you are going to get it what? This is a given data. I want to find what? Max and min. So I'm going to write it. First one, find max and min from which object? Come on. ND array object. Students, try to speak out. Don't keep quiet and calm. So I'm going to take up this data. Take this data. Now I'm going to print. Come on. I'll print directly. MV max V is equal to NP dot A max of A. A max of A. This is max V. Max V. Next is called what? Min V is equal to NP dot min V of A. Min V of A. NP dot min V of A. You able to follow? A max. Okay. A min. A min. Okay, good. So now I'm going to write it. So max value is equal to comma what? Max V. So next I will go for what? Min V. Min value is equal to what? Min V. So let us go to the max V and then min V. Max value is equal to 67. Min value is equal to what? -5. ND array object got the data and then max V and then min V I got it. That's well and good. And it is not a big deal in my class. It is very simple. Now I will go for how many elements are there with me? How many elements are there here? 10 elements are there. So I'm going to take up, this is called from 1D. Now I'm going to take it 2D from 2D. This is from 2D I'm going to take up. There I'm going to take it. Some more elements I will take it. Here some 15. I'm going to take it some 25 or something like 27 and 56. Totally how many elements? Come on. 3, 8, 6, 9 and 12. 12 no? 13. Okay. So take these 12 elements. Dot what reshape of 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4. So 2D. I'm printing it. So try to remove this now. I'm going to take up. This is my 2D, right? Now I want to find out from this 2D, I want to get max V and min V. I want to find out. Max V and min V. I want to find out. In this entire matrix, max V, min V, I am going to find out, which is something like a same answer like a previous. Nothing difference, even it is 1D or 2D, doesn't make any difference as far as this. Now I want to find out, find what? Row wise max, and what next? Column wise max, row wise max and what? Column wise max. How to find out? I'm going to apply. So here I'm going to carry this data. Here I'm going to write it. Max V and min V I'm going to take it. Here I'm going to write it. Start. What is this now? Axis is equal to what? 1 max V. And next is called what? Axis is equal to 0. So, of course, first I will go to say this is called what? R max. R max. Next is called what? First you try to print this data. First you print this data. So what is this now? Row max value. Row max value. R max. Okay. Row max. What is my data here? In this, what is the max? Come on. What is the max here? What is the max here? So try to look at what is the max here it is coming. 25, 18, 67. Be careful, my dear students. Axis is equal to what? 1. What it says? Those. Be careful. Similarly, I will go for what? Max, you got it. Similarly, I want to get what? Column. Row wise max values. Similarly, I will add here what? Column wise max values also I will add it. So this is called C max. C max. What is the 0? So column wise max. Column max values I will take it. This is called what? C max. Here I will write it. Here axis is equal to 1 represents what? Right. Represents rows. And axis is equal to 1, 0 says what? Columns. Right. And especially when you go for an interview, before an interview, you must go through that and then go. And if you get confused in front of interview, interviewer also will get confused. Either you confuse that fellow or you say clearly. Either you disturb or you answer it. But don't make him constant. Either you confuse or you answer it well. In middle, if you say not fit for anything else. So, are you following me? Run this code. What is the column max here? Column max, what is that? 67. What is the column max? What is the next? Next, right. So let us execute this now. So are you following me? Yes. So first row you take it 25. Second row you take it 18. Next 67. Now go to the next one, blue. This is called what? 67. Next you go for it 25. Next go to this 20. Next go to this 27. I hope you are understanding. This is called what? Column max and column row max. Understand? Good. When you go for insurance level, when you go to insurance level, you go to it insurance level. When you go for insurance application, LIC, you take it. How the analysis will be done? There are different branches are there in the city. Each city level is going to be considered as what? One element. Each city level branch is considered as one element. They want to find out the branch which contains highest profits. They are getting it. So they are getting it what? Max and then what? Min. So the entire organization is treated as something like a matrix. So they are finding the highest profitable branch in the city. At the lowest profitable branch in the city, they will find this type of R max and max of access 1 and max of access 0. Understood? Similarly, I want to go for what next? Min values I want to find out. So easy. I will go for it. Find what? Row wise min, and next is called what? Column wise min. I'm going to take it. Column wise min. I'm going to take it. This is going to be array of values, end array object, and next is called what? A min, access is equal to 1, I'm saying. And first of all, min is explained now. Min, of course, min I got it already, right? Now here I'm going to say access is equal to, again I will go for what? A min, access same, and R min I'm going to say. And next is called what? C min I'm going to take it. So here, so I will write it. You please go on, follow me carefully because I'm not going to play here. I'm writing. You please listen. I will correct all those things because I'm not only just talking to you, I'm typing as well as explaining the subject. I will take it as what? R min V. And next is called what? C min V. C min V. After showing everything, then I will press enter key, then use C. This is called finding the row wise min as well as column wise min. So given ND array data, A min of what? Access is 1. Min I will take it. Listen. You go on listening it. I said already. It's the only variables things. Row wise min value or min V. Next is what? Column wise min V. I'm going to take it. This is min. Access is 0. C min V. I'm writing it. See the answer now. What is the min of column? 10. This is the 10. And this is case what? -5. Yes. This is called 15. We got it. Similarly, when you go for what? Column. This is called 0. And this is called 18. This is called what? 12. 12. And this is called what? -1. This is comes under finding the row wise and column wise. Very useful thing. Understood? Now, coming to the next concept here. Another concept I want to go for it. What is the next one I am taking? Mean I want to go for it. Mean. Spets you stand up. Spets pakana. T-shirt. Adjacent. Who is looking back. మాట్లాడే స్టూడెంట్ వెనక్కి చూస్తున్నాడు. Spets adjacent. Who is looking back? Who is looking back? That candidate you stand up. Don't know English. ఎవరైతే వెనక్కి చూస్తున్నారో స్టాండర్డ్ స్టూడెంట్ లేమని చెప్తున్నా. స్టిల్ తెలుగు రాదు, ఇంగ్లీష్ రాదు. స్పెట్స్ ఆయన ఎట్లా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి? లుకింగ్ బ్యాక్. Whoever is doing not concentrating, he is only looking back. Adjacent. Yes. Sit down. You sit down. What is the syntax of min v? How to find the min v for rows? Try to listen the class. Go and sit there. Take your books. Sit separately. Concentrate in the class. 23, 24 years old came and don't know how to concentrate in the class. But fashion is peaks. Subject is zero. Stand up. Syntax చెప్పాలి ఇప్పుడు. What is the syntax for Amax? Don't know anything and seeing here and there. Sit down. Listen the class. What is the next? Mean. How many syntaxes will be there for max? Come on. Number one syntax is what? Numpy dot what? So numpy dot Amax of ND array object. Next syntax is what? Come on. Next syntax is what? Access. Comma. Access is equal to 0. Next is called what? Access is equal to 1. So these are the three syntaxes. This is the syntax. This is what I am asking. So come to the point back here. Access is equal to what here? 1. This says what here? Come on. Finding the max in row wise. Finding the max in row wise. This is called what? Column wise. This is for what? Entire matrix. Right or not? Entire matrix. This type of syntax is applicable for what also? A min, mean, median, all those things I will apply this kind of syntaxes. For every kind of function, there are three syntaxes are available. With access, I am talking about. Can I go for mean now? Yes. Online students, is the syntax is clear? Similarly, min also same. Mean also going to be same. So here, if I go to this, here also same. So min I will write it. I'll send you this complete documentation for you. Min of, and here I will go for what min of. So done. Now I'm going to enter into where? Mean. So mean is very easy, not a difficult. To find the average, mathematical average. So we applied on numerical columns only. Numerical columns only we will apply. Mean. So what is the mean here? Sum of numerical samples by total number of samples. Total number of samples. So how to find? Suppose some of the students got 99 marks, 94 marks, 40 marks, 50 marks, 25 marks, 60, 70, like that. Hundreds of samples are there. Now I want to find average marks. Average marks of the entire class. I'll go for what? Number of marks by total number of samples. Will give you what? Average. Are you following me? Right. So now I will go to, here I am going to enter into the same. So I'll go to that find mean of samples of ND array. So let us prepare an ND array. A is equal to NP dot array of taking some samples here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, something like 2, 3, 4, something like this I'm having. So print of A. So content of ND array. And it is not a simple and it is not a difficult for you. It is very simple. So print off what here? A. So this is my data. Average I want to find out. So find the mean. Come on, fast. Mean is equal to np dot mean of what is that? A. So I need not to do the calculation 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus etc. In our beginning days of Python only, I said this, how to find the average of n number of samples. You know now? Yes. Today is not difficult for you. So I'm going to take it. Mean is equal to comma what? mn. So you will be getting this type of answer. You can write the code also for this entire thing. How do I write the code? Just I am writing the code. Here I will write it s is equal to 0 because this is all very simple for you in front of you. Because we did a long coding in the class. For value in where? A. For value in A. So s is equal to s plus val. S plus val. So here I will write it. Come out of that and I am writing here. Print of what? Mean is equal to of s by what? Ln of A. Ln of A. What is happening? Close the bracket. Getting what here? 19.875. 19.875. Getting my point. This is just left hand, left finger for you. This is called what? Our own code. Our own code to find the mean. Our own code. Our own code to find what? Mean. To find mean. But once already there is a function, why to waste your time to write it? Better to go for what? Libraries need to use. Already say from the beginning of the sessions, always we go for what? Use libraries because already they tested with time complexities and space complexities. Better to follow all these things. Now I'll go for what? And I will move to the further called what? ND array. Mean of what? ND array with what here? 2D. With the 2D. So how many elements I'm having here? So how many? 6, 7, 8. 8. So I will take one more element called 7. Dot what? Reshape of 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3. So ND array content. Mean of that. So already there is some elements are there. Extra what is added? 4 and 7 by the what? Sum of all these elements by 9. You will be getting that Mn. Are you able to follow now? This Mn you want to get two rounding points, you can say. Round of what? Mn comma 2 you can say. You got like this. You can also get this value. You can also get this value with what you know. With percentage 0.2 f you can write it. And you can say what now students? Percent of what? Mn. Percent of Mn also you can say. Because these are all called our Python standards. Understood this? Right. 0.2, 0.3. If you want, you can go for 3 decimal places. You can. You can go for something like this. You know, I said the rounding decimal places. If you want to go for 3 decimal places, fourth one will be considered. If it is a 5 and above, it will be rounded to more one. I already said that rules and regulations in the Python rounding policies. Understood that? Now, so Sandhya is asking percentage Mn indicates what, sir? This is called what? In our Python classes, normal Python classes, in the beginning of the sessions, any class, if we go for it, display data, there's a printf function related syntaxes I used to tell. In our normal Python classes, this is what we are going to. Syntax number 2, syntax number 3, syntax number 3. Syntax number 4, this is a format, and we are using here format specifiers. Format specifiers. Here, format specifiers. Percentage D represent integer data. Percentage F represents floating point data. Percentage S represents what? String data. Here I said so many examples related to percentage of these kind of things. Used to get it in the beginning of the Python sessions. Percentage, all these things. So it is a fundamental aspect. Try to take care. So now I am going to enter into the mean of what? Mean of what? Row wise and column wise. And axis is equal to 0, axis is equal to 1, that are going to be differing in 2D. I said in the day 1 only because I said that it should give a common concept, but it is differing, I said, because we cannot do anything. We have to learn according to their designing policies only. Okay, now? So why they changing and all those things, I'm not going to say any answer for it. We have to learn according to their designing policy. Here, beginning only, I said during the axis representation, 0 and 1 are going to differ in this 2D level. Coming to the next point here, I'm going to enter. So what is the next one? Finding the mean of sample array row wise and column wise. So let us go to the column wise and then next step. So I'll go to this place and enter into this now. Mean of samples of what? ND array with along with, come on, row and column. So you want to take any small data you want to take, you can take it. 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 1 comma something like it's 8 comma some 9 comma some 2 comma something 6. How many? So here I will take one more thing called what, some one more you take it as what. So say something like 4. These are my elements, students. So these are my elements. How many are there? 9. So now I am going to take up, this is my given data. Now I want to find the mean. Any of you know finding the mean here? So entire mean, I'll directly write it. Mean for entire matrix. Mean for entire matrix is equal to comma what? NP dot what? Mean of what? A. Mean of A. So I got it 4.66. So I can write it what, round of A comma 2. Round of A comma 2. That will become 4.67. That part you already know. So what is happening? So another bracket. So round of what? A comma 2 and mean of round of A comma 2 doesn't contain ND array object. Okay. 1 minute, student. So this is A I am writing. So this part you take it. So this part I will go for what? Here I need to write it. Round of what? Mean of what? Here I need to write it. So I hope that you are getting me. Are you following me? After getting the mean, I have to round it. So I have to write the round after that. Are you getting me? 4.666 got it. It is rounded to 2. That is easy for it. Now I am going to say mean for entire matrix. Now I want to go for finding what? Mean for row. So you already know 3 plus 4 plus all these things. Now go for row mean. Directly I will write students. So here I am writing row mean RM is equal to NP dot what? Mean of A comma axis is equal to, come on, 1 or 0 now? 1. 1. So what is that thing? 3 plus 4 plus 5. So it is called what? 12 by what? 3. How much? 4. It is going to give you 4.0 because it is going to come in the slash is applied. Next 1 plus 8 plus 9 is called what? 18 by 3. It is called what? 3. 6 point what? 0. 6.0. This is very simple, not to worry about it. It is called what here? 12 by what? 3, which is called what? 4.0. 4.0, 6.0, 4.0. This is for the first one or not? Similarly, I'll get the second one also. All these things will be coming. For all these things, I'll be getting. So coming to the point back, now I'm going to print it. Print of what? Row mean values. Row mean values or row mean is equal to, comma, what is this now? RM. Simply try to say 4.6 point and then what? 4 point. Nothing but 4 point, all these things. Similarly, I will go for what mean also? Column mean. So axis is what? 0. So here CM. Column mean, I will write it column mean. Column mean is equal to what here? CM. So what is the column mean? Come on, quick. 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3. 6 by, come on, 2 point. Okay, next. 4 plus 8 plus, come on, 18 by 3, 6 point. 5 plus 9 plus 4, So how much? 6 point. So 2.6.6 point. So I'll print that CM also. It is 2.6.6 point. Are you following me? So this axis, remember carefully and try to don't get any confusion over here, because no doubt in that this is little inconvenient, but if you remember it until you get the job, that's nice. Once you get the job, you can forget, no problem. Nobody will ask you. So until you get the job, you need to remember everything. Once you get the job, nothing to remember. Why? Daily will do the same thing. That's why one proverb is also there. This is an open secret. Everybody knows. For getting the job, lot of skill set required. Once you get the job, nothing is required. That's an open secret. Even all working people also knows. But you need to have to what? Upgradation is required daily. So once you feel that I got a job, like a government employee, if he say, what will happen? Government schools, nobody is going. Government schools, nobody is going. Why? You know the reason. Why private schools are improving? Why government schools are not going? Because you know the reason. Like that. So when software job is not a government job, it's always challenging job. Try to get it and do the things. This is related to what? Mean. Go for what next? Median. So what is the median importance? So example I said now. What is an example I said? Elon Musk salary, our salary. Will you take? You will decide that the average life standards of everybody is like that average salary. No. So you need to take what that time? Median I need to take. They will ask you, when do you go for median and when do you go for mean? So tell this example. When median is asking this example, Elon Musk salary and other normal employee salary, average if you take it, that is a wrong. Mean is not working. Which one is ideal to calculate? Median. In a classroom, there are some type of samples of marks are there. And I will take what? Average marks of the class. I'll go for what that time? Average I will take it. And I can calculate what also? Median also I can calculate. So I'm going to enter into this place. So here, go to the another concept is median. Here also how many syntaxes are there? 3 syntaxes are available. And that part already you know. I need not write. Still I will write it here. So here I am writing mean, I will write it. Mean I will write. And this mean of what? Axis. And again I will write mean of axis, row wise mean, column wise mean, etc. Now I'm going to enter into where? Median. I will take the median of values. Very simple, students. Now I'm going to take it, calculating the median of it. So let us take this example. This example you take it. Any example you take it. So here I'm going to take it. In this place, this is my data. So this is called 20. This is called some 10. This is called 30. This is called something like 45. This is 45. This is called 30. 30. This is called some 15. And this is called some 25. Like this, I'm having the data. That time I'm printing. Normally you try to write it. Normally try to print it. This is my data. Sample of what? 1D this is. 1D. Okay. Now I want to find the median of this. Find the median of what? Here I will write it. Median of samples of ND. Now I'm going to write it. MD is equal to NP dot median of what? A. How this median will be calculated, students? The given data, first put it into what? Sorted order. So median, first it will do what? Sort the data. How do you sort the data? In our Python classes already you know. First it is sorted. What is the sorted data, ma? Please all of you. 3, 4, 7, 10, 15, 20, 35, 25, come on, 30, 40, 40. This is my given data. In that, how many total elements are available? 9. Center element will become what? median. This is even a odd, odd. Odd will become the center element. So this side 4 elements you take it, this side 4 elements you leave it. This element will become what? Median. Are you following me? Median. Getting or not? Yes. This value is going to be called as a median. If odd, even if odd number is there, middle element will become center element will become median. Suppose if there are some more elements are there, something like a 45 is there, 45. Total elements are how many? 10. 10 is called what? Even. This side 4 elements, this side 4 elements, this side 4 elements you take it. 4 elements you take it. The center 2 elements will become what? Take the average of it. 15 plus what? 20 by 2, which is called what? 35 by 2, which is called what? 17.5 is the median. Understood? Even applicable for the entire matrix, applicable for what also? Normal matrix also you can take it. So I'm going to take up here, I'll print here median. So median for entire matrix, entire matrix, entire matrix. It's 1D only, na? Median is equal to, I can say, comma what? MD. Just print that median. Okay, spelling mistake. So spelling mistake in the function time, it is going to be called what? 15. 15. Are you able to follow now? How many elements are there totally? 9. So this is going to be something like this, and this is going to be like this, and this is becoming the element. Go to the next odd number of elements. Take some even number of elements. Which element I decided to add? 45. 45. So odd number of elements. What is the answer? 17.5. You know the answer. You calculated. So first what? Sorting the element. This description I wrote in the notes also. Even number of elements, center 2 elements by 2. In the notes I will show you. Next is called what? Odd element, center element will become the median. This is for what? 1D. Go to what next? 2D I will take it. 2D. I will go for 2D. Let us take it as 2D. How many elements I am having? 9 elements. What is this now? Reshape of, come on, 3 comma 3. Better we will do one thing, students. 4 I will take it. So that you will get odd will cover, even will cover. So I will take it as 45 plus next something like, 15. And one more I will take it as what, 35. This I will take it. Total how many? 12. So let us print that. To see this entire thing. Here I am going to find out row wise mean, and the next what? Column wise mean, and then entire mean I will go for it. So let's calculate. The MD is equal to NP dot median of A. That will be coming. Next go for what? Column wise, row wise. Row wise, row MD is equal to NP dot median of A comma axis is equal to 1. So for your understanding, row wise median. Row wise median. Next is called what? CMD. CMD is equal to column wise median is equal to what here? 0. This is column wise. Column wise median here. So I'll print the data. Entire median. So here is equal to what is this now? MD. Next I'll go for what? What is next? Row wise median. CM RMD. RMD. Next is column wise median. So this part already CMD I will write it. So anyhow, I already said the calculation part. How many elements totally? 12 elements. 12 elements means what will happen? Center 2 elements will come for the entire median level. If you come to row wise, any of this part you can understand. Row wise you take row wise. What is the row wise here? You have already this one. 10, 20, 40, this one. What is the sorted order of this? 10, 20, 30, 40. So this will become this answer or not? 20 plus 30, 50. 50 by 2, 25. So for first row is concerned, 25.0. That is 25. Okay. Next one. Come on. 3, 4, 15, 25. What is this now? 19. 19 by 2. Come on. 9.5. Next. Come on. 7, 15, 35, 45. 15 plus 35, 50. That is called what again? 25.0. So remember this. This is what? Row wise. Okay now? Remember. Column wise. Because odd elements are there, right or not? So what is that now? 7, 15, 20. What is the 15? Next. By default, it is in sorted only. What is that? 10, 25, 45. What is that? 25. Next term, 3, 15, 40. 15. Next term, 4, 30, 35. 30. This is the column wise median. So here you go for it. So 25, 9.5, 25, 25, 15, 25, 15, and then 30. Are you following me? This is called median. So did you understand the difference between median and mean, students? Right. So you will clearly understand with your intelligence when to apply mean and when to apply median. So I will move to the further. So if I go to the normal Indian male height, you will go for mean or median. Generally, I will go for mean. Mean. Understand? So if I go to the salary of salary of employees and businessmen's annual turnover, median we will go. Because the businessman, political people with more corruption, their annual salary is so high. Without Python code also, they will get crores of rupees. So you and we know Python code well, and we do 24 hours. So many apps you will develop. So different, correct or not? So understood this median and all those things. It's clear. Clear up? Right. Now I'm entering into the another one is called what? Median related concept also. You understood. So here, go to this now. Median, same syntax. Very important, students. Here I will take it. Now I will go to another one called what? Variance I will go. Before the variance, let me show you some small documentation. Then variance and standard deviation I will explain schooly now. Let me show you, students, one small concept here. So here I'm going to show you statistical operation for you people to, for the notes sake, for interview purpose and all. Coming to the point of it, Sucharita, Seema, while I'm explaining, listen, in the doubt session, you can ask me, okay? Na? You can write in the paper side by so that I can go for it. So, Sucharita is asking, sir, while calculating median, is the elements in array sorted, then median calculated? Already said now? Said or not said? Already said. So, while I am explaining without listening, if you ask again, your time waste, my time waste. If any such doubts are there, ma, you ask me at the end of the class. So the doubt of Sucharita is sorted or not sorted. That is the thing. So I said multiple times, it should be sorted. Sorted. Sorted even, sorted odd also I said. Even what to do, odd what to do, I said multiple times with matrices, with all those things I said. So coming to the point back, now coming, start here, understand. So here, these are the functions. These operations, all of you start opening your mouth, start. These operations perform on entire matrix. We can also perform on column wise and row wise. Access column wise means what? Row wise means what? Right. So Amax will do what? Maximum of this. Syntax 1, syntax 2, syntax 3. I am giving certain examples here. Examples finding, axis, everything is given. Max element in the entire matrix. Column max, row max. A min, Already here, min will be given minimum element of entire matrix, syntax 1, syntax 2, with separate examples. Min of entire matrix, min of 0, access 0, access 1 also giving. Next, mean also. Come on, mean. Calculating the mean of matrix element. The formula of mean is what? Sum of all elements of matrix by total number of elements. Simple, we wrote our own code also. Column wise mean, all these things done. Mean normal, access 0, access 1, all these things done. Median, carefully try to follow. Read out. Used for calculating or obtaining median of entire matrix. Median is nothing but sorting the given data in ascending order and select middle element. In the case of which elements? Come on, odd element. Here I wrote it. This is the actual statement. Here, start. If a number of sorted elements are odd, then center or middle element becomes a median. If number of sorted elements are even, then select center or middle of two elements, add them and divide by 2, and the result becomes median. Explain. See in the code also? Done. So this is done. And here it is available. Here it is available. All these things are there. Are you following me? Next, go for what? Variance. Now I'm going to talk about the variance. Actually, statistics itself is a subject. Statistics itself is a subject. Still, I am remembering in my engineering, there is a statistics subject is there. And your syllabus, maybe matrix kind of calculations are there. Correct? Gauss-Jordan method, Cramer's rule, calculator. With the calculator you are doing. Correct? When we were the students, no calculator. No calculator. If calculator is given, why mathematics then? Correct or not, students? If calculator is given, why mathematics then? So let it be. You are also enjoying like that. Now coming to the point of it. So now I will move to the further. I am entering now variance. Start up. Good. So we have listen. We have statistics subject is there. Still I am remembering so many topics of statistics. So even in data science, the statistics is most useful. That time we just central tendency, chi-square test, Z series, hypothetical testing, Gaussian distribution, normal distribution. They are all called very, very important. Okay. Anyhow, all those things not necessary. These things are very perfect, more than enough for you. All those things not necessary. Coming to this, so I will move to the further. Variance I am going to talk. What do you mean by variance? What do you mean by standard deviation? So in my lunch time, I prepared, because I know your fundamentals. That's why I prepared one small explanation for you. Okay now? Now, I'll open that. I show to you. First, I will talk about importance of standard deviation and variance. Just observe it. Class A data. Students, their heights in centimeters. Employees in the organization, their salary in the monthly. Students in the class, their marks out of 100. Like that, any example you can take it. Student A, height is 145 centimeters. Student B, like that I am taking some number of students and I am going to keep it their heights here. Now I want to find out the average height of all the people. Average height of all the people. So what is the average height? How do you do? 145 plus 155 plus 157, so on, all elements plus by what? Total number of students. You will get what? Mean. What is the mean here? 161. Okay, now? So this is my number of students. These are my number of students. There I am having what is the height here? What is the average height here? 161. 161. This is called my average height. And here you go for it. Standard deviation is called what? 9.15. What is the meaning of that is? when we observe any values here, there is some type of variance between, there is some type of differ between two values. On and average, how much variation is there between two intervals? On and average, how much variation is there between multiple samples, consecutive samples? On and average samples, I am going to take the standard deviation. That is nothing but value dispersed among what values. If I see this entire thing, people are having different type of heights. What is the deviation among the students? What is the deviation among students? 99.15. 9.15. For example, 145 and 155. 10. 155 and 157. 2. Like that, if I take average of that intervals difference, if I do that average, that will become some deviation among the multiple intervals. That is called what? 9.15. For example, all students are having what? Same type of height. Suppose if you want to select an Indian Army or some police department, they have some measurement now. Some 160 height or something is there. 162, 163, 161, 161, like that only. What is the deviation there? Very minute deviation will be there, correct or not? So what is the deviation? Variation between multiple intervals of my value. That is known as what? Value dispersed among what? So how to calculate that? Now in share market, you are getting now. Today share market fall down or up, all these things. How they will calculate? Based on number of sales made on that day. What is the falling down and then increasing and all those things? They'll come to a conclusion. Depression or decreasing or increasing. On and average, they will be saying that is called standard deviation levels they will give. I think you are following me. So suppose in your class, out of 10 marks, out of 20 internal marks, people got it 18, 19, 20, 18, 19, 20, 18, 19, 20. Is there much deviation among the students? No, very minute deviation is available. Are you getting me? So one more is called what? The internal marks out of 20, 10, 20, 11, 18, 14, like that I am having. There is a deviation is more deviation is available. Are you following? You take one more example. There is a examination which is conducted for 2 hours or 1 hour the examination is conducted. One person completed in 30 minutes. Some more people are completing in 59th minute, 58th minute, 57 minute, 50th minute. There is a lot of deviation is there among completing students and then total time taken and early completion. All of them are completing between what? 50, 55, 56. Like that, everybody is falling at the certain level of samples only. 50, 51, 52, like that only. So there is no much deviation. Are you following? So in simple words, all of them are having same height. Same height they are having. What is the deviation? Zero. Zero. No deviation among them. Are you following me? Suppose you want to buy an AC. You want to buy an AC. I will inquire 4 or 5 showrooms. What I will find? What is the deviation among these shops? What is the deviation among these shops? LG, I will find out from multiple shops. I'll find the deviation among them and I will go for bargaining them. And if I come to my level of standard deviation, what I expected, we'll go for it. That is called analysis or not. If there's a large deviation is there, then definitely we'll go for minimum one. I will prefer it. Are you following me? So are you understanding the importance of deviation now? So the deviation is measured like that. And the square of deviation is nothing but variance. You can express the deviation in two ways. One is standard deviation. You can go for variance also you can do. Variance is also something like a alternative terminology for standard deviation. Variance means what? Differ. Variance is going to be a form of what? Square format of what? Standard deviation. Or standard deviation is nothing but square root of variance. How this will be calculated? I want to go for it. So what is the first we need to calculate? What? Mean. Mean I will calculate. That mean value minus 145. Each value is called what? Xi. Each value, student height is known as what? Xi. That Xi is known as what? X1, X2, X3, something like this. I will take it. Xi minus M. M. That is nothing but what? Mean. You can apply here absolute value. You can apply. Absolute value you can apply. And you can do what? Square you can do. First I am talking about variance. Then I'll go for mean standard deviation I will come. By what? Total number of samples I will talk. First I am talking about the variance. Once again I am saying deviation can be expressed in two ways. One is in terms of variance. One more is in terms of standard deviation. That I can go for it. So first I will do what? Small example I will take it. Then you can come to this example. Directly I will apply the coding here. Are you following me? Next. One more example you see. Class B data. There is a 150 like this also. There also you can find out what is the deviation, what is the mean, and what is the variance also I'll explain. Are you able to follow? So now I'm going to take up one small data I will take it. A is equal to all of you NP dot or sample data I will take it is equal to taking 2, 4, 1, 3. This is my data. This is my data. I want to find out what? Variance. Standard deviation. Both of them I will find out. First I'll go for what? Variance. Before the variance, I need to find out what? Mean I will find. What is the mean here? Mean is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 1 plus 3 by what? 4. What is the answer now? 8 plus 6 plus 1, 7, 10 by what? 4. Come on, all of you. 2.5. Okay now? Now, variance I am going to calculate. Variance. What is the variance? Variance is equal to each observation minus mean whole square. So what is the value here? I will write sigma. And if you know any statistical mathematics here, of what? Xi minus like this. It is a mathematics symbol called mu. Mu. Or I can say simply like a m. Don't worry about statistics. What you studied. Whole square by what? N. So what is the value of that? Calculate simply. What is the value, ma'am? 2 minus 2.5. I am calculating. Everybody try to participate. 2.5 whole square. Following me? Plus next value 4. 4 minus 2.5 whole square. Whole square. What is the next? So next 1 minus 2.5 whole square. What is the next? 3 minus 2.5 whole square. By what? 4. 4. So it is going to be called what? 2 minus 2.5 whole square. 0.5 whole square. What is the answer? 0.25 plus 4 minus 1.5. 1.5. 1.5 whole square means what? 2.25. 2.25. 2.25. అందుకనే up to 20 squares you need to know. Up to 20 cubes also you need to know. So the basic. Below 10th class level you have to learn it. But you have to remember even if you become 90 years also. So 15 is called 225. 1.5, 1.5 is nothing but 2.25. Should have some standard mathematics. Plus what next? 1 minus 2.5 minus 1.5 into minus 1.5. How much? 2.25. 2.25 plus what next? 3 minus 2.5. 0.5 whole square. 0.25. So 0. By what here? 4. What is the answer now? 0.25, 0.25, 0.50. This is called 4.50. 4.50 plus 4, 0.50, 5. 5 by what? 4. What is the answer now? Come on. 1.25. 1.25. 1.25 is called variance. So what is the differing what is the variance among the samples? 1.25. What is the standard deviation is equal to STD is equal to square root of what? Variance. Square root of variance means what? 1.25 star star 0.5 in our Python star star operator. That will give you the answer for what? 0.1, 1.25 into star star 2, 0.5. You will get the variance. Standard deviation will get. Are you following me? So you can express the deviation among multiple samples with this formula. And that formula is what? First, you need to calculate the mean. And the mean that samples, left side samples will be there, right side samples. Left side samples will give you what? Smaller values. Right side samples are what? Bigger values. The median is called what? The line which you are getting like this. When you go to any kind of sampling like that, if you go to this now, this is if you go for the this is called what? Mean. This is called mean. Mean left side values are what? Lesser values. Mean right side values are this one. Whatever the standard deviation is coming, this if this is x minus that value, this is called something like y. X minus this value, again this value is lesser here. And again this is going to be x plus y. And again these values are increasing. This is going to be called what? Standard value. Mean will be taken. Left side of this is comes under lower value. Right side this is comes under this value. And it is showing the differing value. This is called what? Normal distribution curve. This is also called as a bell curve we can call. This is invented by a scientist called Ogive. This is also called as Ogive curve also we can call. Are you following me? If the values are uniform, not having this much difference, you are going to get all values are uniform like this. All of them are what? Falling in the same line. Suppose if we take JEE main score 99.99, 99 point like this, very small variance is there. That is considered uniform. Uniform distribution that is called. This is considered what? Normal distribution we can call. I think you are following me. So in these heights also, if you take it, what is the height here? 161. 161. If I take my curve here, you will be taking average of this. This will get into what? Less values. This will be called what? More values. This is called average height will be considered. Are you following? So lesser values are there, more values are there. This is called a normal distribution. If samples are having more deviation, that is called normal distribution. If the deviation is very small, that is called what? Uniform distribution. These two terminologies, if you know, other things will be easy. If the deviation is too far, it is normal distribution. If the deviation is too small, any shop I can buy. If the deviation is so vast, I will select particular. If the deviation is very minute, uniform. These two things you remember. In machine learning, you will get two things: uniform distribution, normal distributions. You will get it. I think you are following me. So go to the place. Now I'm going to take up. Here I wrote it. Here I wrote it. You observe it, students. I'll go for this class data and I'll show you. This class data I'm going to show you the variance and those things I will carry. This part I will carry. This part I will carry as this. Calculating here, calculating what is variance? Calculating variance for the samples. For the samples in terms of height or any kind of samples you take it. Print of what? Content of A. So ND array. So print of A. So we are writing this. And you calculate what now? Mean also you calculate. I'm writing here. Mean of A is equal to comma what? Directly np dot what? Mean of A. Np dot mean of A. Print it. So mean is called what? 161, which I just calculated and I posted here only 161. And I will go for what, mom? Variance also I will print it. Print of what? Variance. Variance. Variance is equal to what? Variance of A is equal to comma what? NP dot Variance of what? A. So it is going to give you what? 83. Standard deviation, I will print it. Standard deviation. Standard deviation. So I'll go for standard deviation. It's nothing but what? NP dot STD of A. So it is going to give you what? 9.83.8. It is as good as simply star star what? 0.5. Simply will get it what? This answer only will come. Mathematically also I am showing. Understood, students? So students, this is very simple and easy also. Here I wrote it. Standard deviation only I mentioned it. And the value dispersed among this. You can express the variance in terms of square roots as well as squares. If you go for squares, variance, if you go for square roots of variances, standard deviation. If the deviation is too high, it is normal distribution. If the deviation is small, this you remember in machine learning, you will come across this more than enough to understand. Similarly, you can calculate this also now. You can calculate this also, right? So this kind of thing is comes. You can write even Python code also. You can write for this. You can write Python code also. There is no doubt. Average anyhow you are finding. Take the for loop, each value subtracted and squaring negative value minus 5 square. 5 square is called same thing only. Happily, you can write standard deviation and variance. You can write your own code also to test your intelligence. Easy or difficult? So if I go to my code, if I go, this is called what? Entire one you are testing. Entire one you are testing. If we go to our example, which I said to you in our case, you come to this place, variance you come up. Here variance is equal to square of mean minus xi or xi minus mean. Square I said already, square. It is as good as sigma xi minus m whole square na, that is called a square of what? N. Sum of what? Total number of elements. Xi represents each element of the matrix. Variance of it, 0 variance, 1 and all. Come on now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2. So I'm printing A. I'm taking this L1, printing this L1. Quickly I will take up. So I'm going to convert into NP dot what? Array of what? L1, L1, and print this now. Get this data. Here I am going to get this data. Variance I am getting. And here you try to write it. Print of A. Print of A. So A is equal to, comma, what is this? A. Next I will write it what? Come on. Variance is equal to, variance is equal to, what is this now? NP dot, come on. So what I do is, 1 minute students, I calculated something now. I calculated some data or not? Do you remember that? What is that? Here I calculated some data, which is that I hope that here I calculated some data. In this place, this one, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1 like this, I want to take it. This data you try to take it. This data you try to take it. So you try to print this A, NP dot what? Variance of A, variance of A, print of what? STD. STD is equal to what? NP dot STD of A. So you see that 1.25 coming or not? 1.111. That is 1.25. 1.25 star star what? 0.5. 0.5. You got this answer. Okay. In other way around, you can say import what? Math here and math not what? SQRT of what? 1.25. Getting the same answer or not? Many ways you can do. Okay. So done, students. Understand, mom? This is for like this. If you want, you can go for happily this time. Dot what? Reshape of 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2. Happy. Go for this now. I will write it. Standard deviation of this entire thing. Same only will come. I will go for next at which level? Right. Variance. I will go to this variance. At which level, mom? Come on. Row variance. row variance is equal to, come on, axis is equal to, come on, good. Next I will go for what? Column variance. So column variance. Column variance is equal to what? 0. After going to home, try to take a pen and paper and calculate. And don't see by lying on the bed and don't see like this. That is always high-tech reading, that is. Nothing will come because of that. With luxury, if you try to read, when you go to interview will not provide a luxury for you. So take a pen and paper, try to work out. When you come to the class, you have to show everything in the programmatically. So what is this now? Anyhow, you got it. What is my values here? 2, 4. Come on. 2, 4, 1, 3. 1, 3. Just one sample data. What I am calculating? Axis is equal to what? 1. 1 is, what is the mean, ma? What is the mean here? For this, what is the mean? 3. Come on, start. Variance. 2 minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus 3 whole square by 2. 1 minus 3 whole square minus 1 whole square 1. 4 minus 3 whole square 1 is called 1 only. That is called 2. What is the answer? That is called 1 point. 1 point. Come on. Next 1 3. What is the mean? 2. What is the mean? 1 minus 2 whole square 1. 1. 3 minus 2 whole square 1 square. That is 1. 1 plus 1 by 2. So it is also called what? 1 point. 1 point. 1 point. Are you following me? Column also. Come on. This is for rows related. Be careful. What is the mean? Come on. 1.5. Come on. 2 minus 1.5 whole square. 0.5 whole square. 0.25 plus 1 minus 1.5 whole square. 0.5 whole square. That is called 0.25. By what? 2. That is called 0.25 only. Correct or not? Come on. Next. 4 and 3. 7. 7 means what? 3.5 is a mean. 4 minus 3.5 whole square. 0.5 whole square. That is 0.25. 3 minus 3.5. 0.5 whole square. 0.25 plus 0.25 is 0.25 only. 0.25. This is called what? Column variance. This is called what? Understood? Well, so come to the point back, students. This is called 1, 1 and 1, 0.25, 0.25. Understand? And don't depend. Okay, Jupyter notebook will give, I will say, oh, this is only the answer. Person like me ask how you got this answer. So you go and ask my sir means they will say, okay, go and ask somebody else to give the job. So you need to have the calculation. Similarly, go for applying what now? Standard deviation. Standard deviation. STD. STD row wise. STD row wise. Next is called what here? STD row wise. STD row wise. So here I will write it what? STD. 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 So Viju, if you have class time is over, please leave the class. We don't take. So because certain time, because when the class is over, I'm not going to immediately stop it. I have to complete my topic. So here, otherwise, this is the one. 1.25 whole square. 1.25 square root now. Various standard deviation is square root of 1 square root of 1, 1. Square root of 1, 0.25. 0.5. 0.25 whole square, 0.5. 1.25. 1.25. 1.25 square root. 1.25 square root. Madhubabalu. Star 0.5. So 0.11. This is only the answer came or not? 1 square root, 1 square root. 0.25 square root, 0.25 square root is same. Are you following me? Yes. So mathematics intelligence is not there because you used Casio, FX, advanced calculators you use because calculator has taken out your task. So that is the point. Okay. Did you understand this? So this is related to the standard deviation and this calculations done. And there is one more thing is there, mode is there because some people are already time is almost Tomorrow class, when I come back, these two last 2 points are there. You can easily understand mode is there. I will upload the documentation. Next class, you will see this. And tomorrow I'll go for what? Some more new topics I will add to this Numpy. Don't miss it. Thank you. All the best. Arpit and students, tomorrow 11 a.m. new Python batch is there. Full stack Python inform. Arpit, sir, when standard distribution is high, then what distribution will become? I already said no. When standard distribution is very high, that will become what? Normal distribution. Normal distribution. When the standard deviation is zero, that will become what? Uniform distribution. Fine. So, okay, students, any more doubts you have? Can answer your doubts. If no doubts are there, I will go for uploading these notes. So tomorrow, 11 a.m. new Python, full stack Python is going to start, students. Any friends are there, can intimate. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. new Python batch is going to start. Full stack Python is starting. Okay, students, I think no more doubts. Raising hand symbols are not there. So I'll go for uploading this note, students. Thank you. All the best.